Welcome back to another Answer the Move video. We're here with a Combustion Gamer, and we are at the Space Coast International Airshow, which used to be the Tycho Airshow, but now it's being run by a group called Air Show. So you can go to Instagram, Air.show. They have some pretty cool pictures on their Instagram. It's pretty interesting. So we came and we just now were looking at the map because they hadn't updated it really until recently. And so what they have is they have a VIP area, which has fancy tents and stuff. They have a photo pit. They've got some other spots, lawn boxes where you can sit up close. And we just now realized that there are no spots for general admission, which is what we purchased, to sit like right on the flight line.
Yeah.
They have it all set up for people who have paid a lot more money than we did to sit. So personally, I'm a little ticked about that, but we're gonna see where we're trying to go into this open-minded. So far, the parking situation, the way they've got everyone lined up for parking, seems pretty nice. You know, reasonably nicely set up. And I'm not upset about that. We'll see how easy it is to get out of here. We came early to make sure we could get a good close parking spot. They have some interesting rules that are a little, I don't personally think are appropriate. One is that once you come in, once you bring your ticket and you come in, you cannot go back out to your vehicle.
And then,
like, as soon as this has been scanned, you cannot exit and come back in. That, for parents with kids who forgot something or who just need to go get their kid in an AC situation for a little while, I just don't think that's not right.
Right. So the contrast too is that we're also dealing with experience of the Tycho Warbird Air Show from 2007 to their final show that was run by the Tycho Warbird Air Museum, where they had the general admission tickets, which were the majority. So
there's a very
family,
few,
very family friendly. Had tons of rides, tons of stuff.
Food. Right now, we're not seeing. We'll take a video once we're inside. This is just on my phone real quick while we were thinking about it. We aren't seeing many food tents. Before there was like the huge, like you would see it like the fairs, things like that. There would be like what, 20 or 30 of them?
Oh yeah, there's
something like that.
Tons of them
with a wide variety of food. All kinds of different planes. The listing of people who are performing in the show is much limited. Much smaller. That's what I want to say. Much smaller than we've seen in the past. And understanding this is a different group now that's doing the show, we understand that. Our expectations are extremely low, so hopefully they're going to be elevated. But at the moment, we're not impressed by just a few things. But we'll see. I mean, you know, I'm disappointed. We always came early to make sure we could sit right on the flight line. Is that the right word, flight line? No. Taxiway. Sorry. Flight line is when you get to walk down and see the planes. That they also don't have. You cannot walk amongst the planes, which technically I understand that. There was issues with that in the past. People touching planes and the planes need to fly and you've done your safety checks. And so I understand. You know, that makes sense. It's the first time they've done the show here. They also do it in Orlando. They did it in Sanford. You know, hindsight, should we have bought one of the lawn boxes?
Probably.
No, because there's only the two of us.
That's true.
And it's priced at like 4 people. So where we paid a little bit less than $20 a ticket and got parking included, it would have cost us I think well over $120, $140 to have bought the lawn box.
Also considering having less performers, that means that ticket is not
it's valuable. It's not as valuable.
It's not valuable due to the lack of performance.
Now they are going to have the F-18s, the F-18? F-18, F-22s. The Warthogs are supposed to be here. They don't have any of the big, at least at the show, they don't have the really big Thunderbirds, the Blue Angels. I think they have the Thunderbirds at something else.
F-3 military.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
That's pretty impressive.
It's pretty impressive. Because you know, this is in May, so there's a lot of air shows going on. The show used to be done in March, which was the very first show.
It was the opener of the air show season.
It was the very first show.
It was like the premiere.
And then people would go to, I think one of the next big ones was Oshkosh. Many of the planes would go up to Oshkosh. So, yeah. So, well, I don't know. We'll see. We're just kind of ranting at the moment because we're a little perturbed by a few things we're seeing. But we'll take some videos and pictures of what we see along the way, and we'll let you know in the end while we're waiting to get out of parking what we thought, and we can see how sunburned we got. We do have hats. We have sunglasses. We got everything. So hopefully sunscreen. But the cloud cover sometimes can make it worse. So we'll see. We'll see. But that is what we're doing today. If I had to pick a favorite plane from the air shows that I've been to, this is definitely one of them, the Sky Blazer. Gotta remember the exact name on this because I don't want to say it wrong. The F-86, yeah. I was gonna say 104. Wrong thing. F-86 Sabre. It's a very, very cool plane. Does still fly. It usually flies at the air show. This one, it's not flying at this air show. I don't know why. But definitely a very, very cool plane. It's amazing. I have some photos. If I can find the photo of it flying, I'll try to put those up. But it is a beautiful plane. Mainly, I believe it came into being used. Well, the original, the Star Blazers were used in 1956 in France. But I think, if I remember correctly, this plane was used in South Korea, but I don't recall. Got some helicopters flying around. We'll come walk over here real quick and see the I believe these are the F-18s. The F-22s are also going to be performing, but this is the F-18. Give you the best view we can do. Yeah, camera doesn't do, this GoPro doesn't get as close as a shot, gives you an idea. So there's the F-18s, I believe, if I remember correctly, and then the Warthogs. Pretty cool. This is kind of a stubby, cute plane. It's a Navy plane by the folding wings, you can tell. I forget the name of it, we'll look at that in a second. But I've always liked the name of it, Liberty Luke. And he just looks like he's, you know, probably going on Liberty. You go fishing, get out in the Navy for a little while. And this one was used at Guantanamo Bay. We'll go around the back of it here. You see it's got the tail hook. So imagine trying to catch your plane on the deck of a ship with just that hook. I think I don't know if it swings down lower. I don't remember all that part. But definitely very cool. And look at all those cables. It's kind of to keep all the wings in place, maybe, or I'm not sure what the purpose of the cables are. But amazing how it folds up there. Another cool plane slash helicopter slash helicopter, right? Yeah, helicopter slash house. Yeah, the chicken saw. I guess you just, I mean, honestly, that would make me kind of nervous that you can just open it right there and that's how your engine opens up.
This particular model is a house because it has a porch light.
Ah, it does look like it has a porch light. Very cool, very cool. And they're starring the name in some other plane inside, the T2 Buckeye. But yeah, it's cute. It would be fun when to fly in, something like that. And then part of a Huey that's no longer flyable. And then what's this big thing called?
This one's by a different group because they're working on restoring some.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember. It's like one of the earlier. Oh, here we go.
Can we walk through or not walk through or? Can't tell. Pretty cool. Oh, well, let's at least walk around the back. We'll take a photo. Oh, the provider. K 123K provider. There's no armament. That's sad. It's cool though. It's a huge propeller. It's taller than I am. All combined. Take a peek in this side window. Or side door. That's a lot of doors on it. Let's go around this way. That's pretty cool.
Well, that was a lot of
they were both kind of, I guess I need to lean this way. We're in the car, in line, waiting to leave, so I have to kind of pay attention. Bear might do more talking. So you can see we're a little hot, a little sweaty. I'm very glad for some extra water here. So Bear, what is your overall opinion of the show?
Definitely compared to former VAC-led shows, definitely a bummer. Definitely not one I would recommend necessarily, just based off of the actual aircraft and actual owners of aircraft and historians of aircraft participation. Just wasn't much of a show, honestly.
Yeah, basically it was just like they brought in performances where in the past with VAC they had performers, specific performers come in, but then they also had just people from the VAC come and fly their planes. But it does seem like it's more of a performance show where they're bringing in specific performers. Overall, though, with the aircraft that flew, it was an awesome show. I mean, any planes, seeing them fly, the aerobatic stunts that they do, everything is just really awesome. So overall, the performance-wise, like we were trying to say, very good show.
Exactly.
What we weren't impressed with was in the general admission area where we were, I saw 5 porta potties. 4 regular, 1 handicap.
Correct.
That is it.
Yeah.
That's all.
And then you had the VIP areas with all their bathrooms availability, along with their dedicated food stuff. And the food stuff for the general admission area was way out of who knows where, and the variety was simply non-existent. There was no variety, and and also once again, just going back to the previous years, there was nothing for anyone other that was kind of with people that were interested in planes but weren't interested in planes necessarily to do. There was no car shows. There was no like amusement rides or carnival type rides, carnival type game stuff. There wasn't anything like that as in previous years to give kids something to do prior to the show, after the show, while the parents are waiting for the traffic and the stuff to clear out. So there really wasn't much. And there wasn't a wide variety of food. It was hamburgers. No, there was very limited.
Cakes. You come to one of these, and the cool thing is funnel cakes. The only sweet type food I saw was
smoothies, I think, right?
There was smoothies, and there was one little spot way away from where we were with ice cream.
Right.
But it was not. The food wasn't easily accessible, so most people weren't going to leave their seat during the show to wander way far off to go get food.
Right.
Some people did, but it was just a little bit inconvenient, not set up. It was all set up nice in that it was on the hard asphalt.
Yeah, exactly.
That was nice, but
it was not spread out to accommodate multiple people across the vast expanse that you had to work with, and so. Yeah, because honestly, compared to looking at the crowd around us and stuff, compared to other shows, people were not going and getting food. They were not going and getting water. They were just sitting. They were staying.
My other beef is that it says no food, no drinks, things like that.
Yeah.
Anywhere you went, drinks were $4. The pizza place where Bear and I got pizza, where they were told that they were not allowed to serve drinks.
Oh wow!
Yeah, but they were not allowed to serve drinks.
They were their own dedicated.
Right, they were their own dedicated.
So that hurt their sales.
A wood fire pizza.
Yeah.
Really good pizza.
Awesome pizza.
I don't have a good picture of it. I have just a picture of it in the box. Yeah. But it was for an air show, delicious pizza.
But that's one thing that these people need to understand is that these individual vendors that you ask in, drinks are your mainstay. That's where you're going to make your money, and so forcing them not to, that really hurt their income. So I mean, because
that's why I was going to buy from her rather than from the other.
That's stinky. That is not. I don't like that. That's not good.
Well, plus we have to go from one line to another instead of just being able to buy everything at one spot. But to consolidate, keep all the prices the same, they wouldn't let you. So overall, I thought it was good. I think there was a lack of restrooms. There was a lack of trash cans.
There was an extreme lack of trash cans.
It looked nicely set up. I mean, honestly, for the preferred seating areas, the VIP section, photo pit, so forth, it looked nicely set up. It looked really, really nice. Yeah. But, for people who are going to spend, we spent the cheap tickets, but for somebody who's going to spend the more expensive ticket, even like the $179 ticket for the VIP.
Yeah, this show is not worth $179.
They were getting food. They had like a shaded area. They were getting drinks, snacks. I mean, they had all this food stuff. but I don't think it was worth $179.
Nope.
For a 3-hour show. That's what it ended up being. It started right at about 11:15. They started talking, announcing the parachute jump, and it all started right at 11:30, and it ended at 2:30.
Yeah.
Previous shows started at 12:30 and went to a little bit after 4 many times.
Yeah.
The other thing too is that it felt like a very short show, but also very long at the same time.
Because there was a lot of dead space in between shows.
Huge pauses. And like where the previous air boss, who was in connection with the VAC, he would do a lot of talking about aircraft, about the people who were flying.
He would really go on it. He would give you tons of different facts, tons of different history, tons of the actual pilots' personal stories, the personal stories of aircraft. Exactly. And so it was a very personable, very informational show, whereas this was very dead.
Well, and the guy knew what he was talking about.
He was good.
When he talked, he didn't know what he was saying. But unless he didn't keep you up to date with, like, okay, we have a technical hold here for just a second.
Yeah.
Or we're waiting for the airspace to clear so that the F-22 can come in and fly, things like that. That wasn't. He didn't do that. He just whirled off there. Okay, well, I guess let's have another piece of pizza. We got about 2 minutes before anything else happens. Let's do that now.
Yeah.
But this was going the wrong way. So that was a little disappointing. But
yeah.
I mean, overall, it was a good show for $20. General admission. We did end up getting a front row seat, which I wasn't sure we were going to be able to. So I was very impressed with that.
Exactly.
Just always like having fewer heads in front of me because I like to take pictures. So I like having fewer heads in my way. So that made me happy. But so on the whole, if we're gonna give it 5 stars, how many stars out of 5? I'd give it about 4 stars. Would I come back? To see Taco Bell? Probably yes.
Yeah.
I probably would.